Hello and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. Just dropping off some fabric. I believe it's on this side. To the tailor shop. Ah, perfect. Needle and stitch. Right, that is fantastic. So now that can go in and be turned into clothing, and then we'll also take the wool that's here and we will bring that over to the spinnery because that needs to be turned to fabric. There's probably going to be 2 pallets worth ish, not quite 2 full pallets, each pen, of which I do have 3 now, as I have gone full shepherd indeed. I will collect all these. I'll probably get the other ones off camera because we do have lots to do in November. Well, frankly, we do have lots to do in the series before the end. I have decided that an appropriate ending for this series would be episode 50. So I have decided I will take it till then, and we'll go from there. So what we're going to do in this episode is, as I said, get the wool sorted. We'll have the sheep sorted. We should have a check on their food and water as well, just to see... Oh, is that looking very empty actually? Right, we'll have a proper look here in a moment when we've done the wool, and then I'd like to get all of the things sold that are high priced in November. Pretty much all of it is going to Elm Creek, so on the train. So we'll maximize our storage space with the Corona trailer as well, and yeah, we'll get everything loaded up very nicely onto the train and get it all sold. So we'll get this done, check on the sheep, and then we can move on. Right, so as we can see here, we have 11,689 litres of wool in our spinnery, and that's going to be turned into fabric over time, which will then of course be turned into clothing as well. And we just delivered 1,000 litres there, and it's still quite low. So that is where all of our fabric production is going, though, as the boat that we are currently about to watch set sail, I assume tomorrow. Do they do that in the winter time? I think I said that last winter. We'll have to see when that happens, but it is the last boat that we will be building. So the one that's out there right now is the one that will be the last one. Oh right, that's taken a toll. So the sheep are very hungry and very thirsty, so we should probably tend to them. But what I will do is put this back down to, let's try 2 times. I've never tried 2 times, so we will give it a go. And hopefully I can do 3 here at once. Ooh, that's ambitious, but it can be done. Brilliant. Right, so we have to go very careful here. There we go, that's fine. Right, we'll do 2 times because, as I've said, we do have loads of things to sell. I'm just not 100% certain where they all have to be sold. So I reckon it is all Elm Creek, and I reckon that's where we'll be selling essentially everything we have that we can't use to produce something new. And I have decided, right, these bales are all bouncy. I have decided that I will probably do this off camera as well. You've seen me do this a few times now. Just take this one over here. Right. Especially for the water as well. It just needs to be done very quickly, perhaps in a time lapse. We shall see. But right, we do need to get things sold also, and that tends to take some time. This one will just push a bit here, see if it takes it all. Probably won't. Okay. This one should take the rest. So as for the fields, I haven't fully decided. Just leave that there. I haven't fully decided my plan because I do like having the bees provide extra yield to... I suppose I could do canola, that's something different. But I was saying about doing corn and trying out the new DLC, but perhaps this isn't the best map for it. Perhaps we should save it for a more appropriate map. We'll have to see what exactly I mean by that. I'm not Not too certain. But, as I say, the next one will definitely be Court Farm. That is the next Let's Play after Silverrun Forest. Alright, the sheep are all taken care of. They've been watered, they've been fed, and the wool has been brought to the spinnery and the fabric to the tailor shop. I believe all of our sheeping duties are finished for today. So I'll just park this up. I find the smaller the trailer, shorter the trailer, the harder it is to control in reverse. Right, might as well leave the Kubota here as well. The next thing we're going to need, already more wool. Look at that, amazing. That's brilliant. 68 litres already. Right, let's find we have many vehicles. This would be a good one. It's parked on the side of the road. Right, so we do have these mystery staircase railings, which actually do need to be sold via Elm Creek, so we do need to get them onto the train. We do have quite a few things that have to go onto the train here. We will pull over one more time and just see. So the metal, for example, that we have here, we will use the metal, and we'll also use the wood beams that we've made from the old sawmill to make armoires. Sorry, not wood beams, planks rather. The wood beams we can actually sell because we don't have any other use except for the boat, and we're not making the boat anymore, so we can focus that towards something different. So money in this case. Planks and planks long can go towards armoire, probably planks long, and we'll keep something else for the planks. Perhaps the other way around. Perhaps we'll do something at the wood turner. Not too certain. Perhaps we can just sell productions as well, luckily, without the buildings disappearing. I'm certain, as they did on Frühling. Right, so what we'll do is I will make sure that we have everything we need. Buckets and bathtubs and all that. I think this is the only item that we will need to sell with this truck. So I will just park this up actually, and I'll fetch our lorry. One of them. This one's perfect. And we'll head down to the Krona trailer. See you there in a minute. Alright, so I do have a list of items that we have to sell today. November is the best day for them, to Elm Creek especially. So in this case we are going to head to the barrel factory. Check that no trains are coming. Brilliant. We do have to collect barrels from there, as well as bathtubs, but we'll do one at a time. I suppose, ideally, if we can... So, the only issue I have is that we'd have to... Oops, sorry, mates. Is that we'd have to unload everything onto the train. Either... we could use the whole trailer again. That was a bit ridiculous, but we could try it. Here, let's collect as many barrels as we can do, just to see. Oh right, those are not barrels, those are... Now if we open this, we should be able to cycle through the different types. Barrel, pallets, oh. Square bales, no, we need... Oh wow, you can do literally anything. We need buckets. I wonder what kind this is considered. Euro pallet? Ah, brilliant. So perhaps then we can collect many things with... oh right, we should probably see if we can get all of these out of here first. Brilliant. If we can get them all in, that would be amazing. Oh wow. You having a laugh? Is that... oh good. I thought for a second that it was going to be silly. Oh, that is quite silly though. Right, the bathtubs, I doubt that we'll be able to load them in, but we can see. How many do we have? We have... oh, we have more buckets as well to come. Right, the bathtubs will move... right, okay. Hang on a minute. Let's get this sorted. We will... Right, what I'll do is I'll reset all these out of the way and move those bathtubs so that we can actually load in the bathtubs on top of the buckets. Yeah, the buckets. I was going to say barrels. Have I been saying barrels? My apologies. Right, we'll load in like this. Come on. Come on. Brilliant. Right, so we'll disable this auto load for now. We'll unload everything because it's in a horrendous spot. Reload it all nicely. Fantastic. Shut the engine off. We'll hop over here. This can be part of a cheeky little time-lapse as well, where we move bathtubs out the way, and eventually we'll stick them in the trailer once we have more things loaded. All the buckets, mostly. Right, we'll crack on with it. Right, so we'll just leave that there for the time being. And these last 2 bucket pallets can go on, and then we'll load in the bathtubs. Alright, well that went fairly smooth in the end, once we got it all sorted. So now we can strap these in as well. And see what we all have. 4,000 litres of bathtubs and 28,000 litres of buckets. Many, many buckets indeed. Now if we look at the actual production menu here for the barrel factory, we don't have enough of these particular items, so we'll set these all to selling, and now the remainder can sell, and we only lose 143 litres of metal, which is fine, not a problem. Now these have to go to Elm Creek, but we also need to pick up floor tiles, and really I suppose that's all. Eventually wood beams, but we can collect them later. So we'll see you at the Flooring Fantasies. Alright, so as you can see, we have 8 pallets of floor tiles. Oh, they're automatically loading, and we have them in the trailer. Fantastic. We have 8,000 litres of floor tiles added in there rather as well. Right, too excited about this big selling session. So essentially the reason I'm doing this is so that I can focus on whatever I want to do for the very last bit of the series, which is to definitely do some more logging, of course, especially maybe some shipping containers perhaps. But before we get too carried away, we do have items to sell so that we can kind of focus in on a few select things, including clothing and armoires. Oh right, pull over for a second. Speaking of furniture, because we have to check now the Flooring Fantasy Factory here. Right, no lost materials, which is fantastic, and this can be changed to selling. Brilliant. The Shingle Factory as well can be changed to selling, because now we don't have to worry about shingles anymore, so they can be sold, and there's no more pallets there either. Let's have a look here. Right, we do have this staircase railing here, which we can change now to selling as well. But we do have the one on the back of the truck, so maybe we should collect that. We'll quickly go collect that, add it onto this trailer, and oh, we can just drive by and it'll pick it up automatically. Brilliant. Staircase railings are selling. And right, furniture. Let's have a very quick look at furniture. Nothing in, but chairs, tables. Right, that was close. I forgot about that. Okay, well, we'll change the output mode to selling and to selling. Get those sold. The armoires, we will store them when we make some, and we'll just make certain to bring however much we have for planks and planks long. We'll bring that equivalent amount of metal, and it should work out pretty nicely. The other thing we have to do is carton and paper roll. So unfortunately we don't have enough for those. Is this one 1800? No, it can't be. Right, well, maybe that's one I should keep going then. Right, maybe for now I won't touch the carton or the paper roll, because that has always been a good production for us, and frankly it was the first one I purchased, so it's very nice to do. So we'll probably keep that one, do some metal work and different things as well. So we'll go and collect those staircase railings, and then we'll sell this load on the train. Right, well, the little dance that I have to do to get up here is a nightmare, but we are up, and we need to call a train, so we'll do that right now. What? Did it say 500 meters? Oh wow, it's literally, as we speak, coming down the train. Tracks. The tracks, rather. The train's coming down the tracks. There you are. Hello, train. Brilliant. Absolutely lovely, that is. If we time this quickly enough, we can get a nice couple of screenshots. Isn't that lovely? Right, we'll get this back on. We should get the train lined up a little nicer. Is there anything else? No, we'll sell this because we don't need to fret on more items just yet. If anything, we'll bring items here that we... Well, actually, what would we bring here? Probably items from the sawmill, to be honest. So we wouldn't need the Krona. We wouldn't need to struggle all our way up here. Could use the other loader. Right, so to do this properly we have to hit I, and we've done it fairly properly. Nothing's fallen off, so that's good. Here, I'll just shut the engine down, turn the lights off, head back to the train cab, strap it all down, hit some cruise control, and we're on our way. Always a lovely trip, this. If I do a time lapse and we go under a little thing like this when I'm from afar, oh, I expected it to suck the camera in. Perhaps it only does it on the bridge, but it is a bit annoying and nauseating actually when it is doing that on the bridge, so we'll tend to yeah, skip that. We'll see you at the sell point. Alright, we have many items that are about to be sold, and £44 to lease the train, and we've made £208,000 plus another 10,600 some for an environmental score reward. Well, that is a very, very successful sales session. That 1117077 is what we have in our bank account. £1.1 million. Very nice. Right, we can head back now to the lorry on the tracks, and potentially we can leave this here for now. What we'll do is we'll swap the trailers round, we'll head over to the old sawmill, and we'll collect some pallets from there as well. See you there in a moment. Here we are at the old sawmill. So what we have here is a lot less than what I initially thought. New things would have spawned if there are some, but there are not, and that's fine. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8. Brilliant, that is absolutely fine. So what we'll do with that is we'll take it to the furniture, oh, that's not right, furniture factory. So that's going to be, if we have 8 of those, then that means we need 4,000 bits of metal, pallets of metal. So we'll get that sorted. The planks, I'm not sure what to do with the planks actually, but we will sort that as well. For now, we'll just get those loaded up. Wood beams need to be sold. And where should they be sold? Let's find out together. Wood beams, probably at the bottom. Elm Creek. Right, so that's pretty solid price, I suppose, but it's going to go down anyway, so yes, it would be the time to sell those as well. So what I'll do is I'll load these on, and I'll load those on, and then we'll get that other loader down to the... Actually, no. We can load them right here. Hello, hello. Brilliant. Right. What about planks? Nah, we can get more money out of armoires, I reckon. Right, so what we'll do is we'll load the Well, we'll load the wood beams up, and I guess we'll call the train. Oh, it's just exiting now. Right, we'll load them up, we'll give it a moment, and then we'll call the train and see if we can have it arrive right at the right time. I don't want to miss it though, but I suppose if we do see it, we could just run over there and call it again. Right, I will stick this into a time lapse, and so you may see the train drive by in the time lapse before I've called it, but you may not. We'll see. Yeah, let's get some lights on. Very dark. Alright, well I reckon we just wait for the train. As long as it's not reversing, then we are fine. But it should be coming from the this side, the close side. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh no. I think it is reversing. It says 7.2 kilometers away. Oh, nice. It's right here. Why did it say that? That's well cheeky, that is. Surprise! Ah, but I can't get in it for some reason. Let's try again. Right, well, might as well load. Oh, so close. Can I not get into the train? Ah, there we go. That was a bit nervy. I suppose I could have turned on the move to train function, or whatever the setting is. Right, this does not need to be a long thing. Right, there we go. Nice heavy duty forklift. Oh, not as. There we go. And we are free. Perfect. Right, well, we'll just leave this here for the time being, because this shan't take long. We'll hop in the train and just reverse. Takes just a couple of seconds. See you in a couple of seconds. Alright, kicked out the train, and we got £61,015. Well, closer to 64, but blimey, that is fairly brilliant. I'm very pleased about that. Right, we'll hop back to the forklift here. We will load up the planks, and I wonder about the planks as well. Let's have a look, shall we? I suppose we could just make a load of armoires. That could be quite interesting, because then we could sell all of the other factories. We'll keep the paper factory, sell the barrel factory. It's already ready to be sold. Yes, actually, yes. Potentially. Flooring factory, we could sell that. Shingle factory, we could sell as well. Wood turner, we could sell that. Honestly, yeah, let's just make loads of armoires. I'm sure they're worth loads. 7212, and it's not about the money. It's just about something different. So, yeah, let's make a load of armoires, I guess. Right, so we'll get it started. All loaded onto the trailer. Right, well this is a mess, so I don't know what happened, but I will clean this up, and then I will also collect the rest of these. Probably, well, I might put it in the time lapse, or I might not. We'll see what happens, because we do want to get that production up and running as soon as we can. Right, we'll crack on with it. Right, so as you can see, I've decided not to do a time lapse. I just decided to get this done in little sessions. I just wanted to point out the queue of cars. Oh wow, half of it's gone now. I swore there was more before. But right, we just have a handful more. We can get this in one stack. Oh, and before I forget... Oh no, I forgot to sell my wood beams. Right, that's fine. We'll have to, we'll bring it with us and we'll sell it, perhaps another time, or perhaps somewhere else. We'll sort it out, but we will get this all brought over to the furniture factory. Just 6 more pallets to collect, and then we'll see you down there. Right, well, all stacked up. The last thing we have to do now is... Oh, we had it running. Well, we can turn on the beacon, because we have one, but also we'll load up the forklift as well, because now we don't actually need it here anymore. We have everything from here loaded onto this trailer, and it's all pretty well going to the same place. I will strap that in as well, as we did with everything else. One more for good measure. And, yeah, looks like we're all set. So, we'll close that up, and we'll make our way. Anything else spawn while we were doing that? No. Just the wood chips, that's all we have left to sell from here. But, we can now make our way to the furniture factory. So we'll see you down there. Alright, well, we are just arriving at Northwest Classy Furniture. Try and get the whole trailer in. We are losing loads of things at the moment, as you can see there. Ooh. Perhaps... Oh, it is going slowly but surely. We have to just readjust ourselves. The wood beams on the very front will not, in fact, be accepted here because, well, they just are not. That's why. Perfect. There we go. So, oh, all of that is in the production now. Let's have a look at it. Look at planks long and planks. So we have 15,000 litres of planks and 8,000 litres of planks long. So that means we have to bring, well, half the amount of this, and then 25% of... Sorry, where are we going here? This and this. Right. So 4,000 litres of metal for the planks long, and then 25% for planks, just regular planks. Right. So we will get all that sorted out, and we'll have some armoires. Absolutely brilliant. Now we'll go and collect the metal. Right, well, here we are at the furniture factory, and unfortunately the bit where I loaded all the metal at the metal factory and, oh hello mate, and brought it down here and loaded it into the production didn't get caught on the recording. So that's unfortunate, but nevertheless here we are. We have metal on the trailer still because the production only holds 5,000 litres, and we'll fill up. But we do have to add the extra 4,000 litres, again, unless my math is way off. Could have absolute terrible math skills, but please do let me know. But we should be fine. We are producing strictly armoires, so the production is just here, so we should... nah, it's fine. We'll leave the trailer there for now. Load the metal, deal with that later on. What I would like to do is actually sell some of the productions that we are no longer going to use, including, of course, the furniture factory. We'll start at the top and work our way all the way down and see what we need to keep and what we need to sell. The paper factory I am going to keep. I've decided I have a billion trees to do something with in the next few episodes until the end of the series. So I've started with the paper factory, I'll end with the paper factory as well, might as well. It is nice to have that other little production as well, it's a very nice setup. Also, the barrel factory will be sold, so we will go visit there, and I'm almost certain that if we go to seller production, it won't sell the building, but we'll find out. Brilliant. Okay, so that is only on modded maps, but because it's hardwired in, it should be fine. So yeah, that's all good. We'll get this moved as well to another production that needs it. We'll move on down the list. Flooring factory, I believe, is one that we will sell because we have absolutely nothing in there. It's right here, so we'll just visit, check the side. very quickly. Brilliant. Hop to our construction menu. Sell that. Again, it's not about the money. It's more of this menu. The production chains menu gets a bit convoluted. And if we're not using them, might as well sell them. Had the buildings been sold, disappeared when sold, then I would probably not do it. Just because we are driving around the city still. Right, 31 some thousand for the shingle factory as well. And then finally, I believe the last one that we're going to sell is the wood turner, because everything's sold out of there. So we'll go visit. Make sure there's no pallets out front. Right. And sell for 36,393. Brilliant. So we're at 1375703. Just over £1.3 million. Pretty solid cash. Right, this one, why would we sell it? I don't think we'll fill it up again, but I mean, maybe then we'll sell it, but it fits the landscape. We do have our fabric wool being produced, and of course our clothing being produced. So the old sawmill I might hang on to, because we might carry on with the armoire stuff if we have more metal. We can sell metal for a good price. We can sell planks and planks long for a good price. But armoires we can sell for a better price. So we'll see. We'll see how many armoires actually come out of all this, and we'll go from there. So we'll keep all these for now, and happy days. Right. The last thing I wanted to make certain is that we had everything sorted here. Right, that's all we can do. We do have some wool, but we can bring that down another time. Right, look at this beautiful, beautiful sunset. Actually, let's have a check on the boat. Right, it requires at least another month. I'm seeing wood beams there being very close. That's very, very close. So we'll have to see how close indeed. Right, well, this is a perfect time to end the episode. It has been a nice little selling episode. Got a bit more money in the bank. Will be nice to see our final count with assets and land and all. Should be quite nice. Right, well, thank you for watching. So until the next one, please take care. And bye for now.